Fury of Lewis is attacked.
What's happening, my friends? It's Cast Sports again, back for another afternoon with the family. Now, as usual, before I get started, let me give a shout out to the JBT community. It's just boxing talk. We're a group of people who just love to talk boxing. And we're always looking for others to join us. And you don't have to have a podcast. The only requirement is you just have to love to talk boxing. That's all. Miss Cass, hashtag JBT. BVO Boxing TV, hashtag JBT. Joe in the building, salute Joe. Thomas Hill, hashtag JBT. Big Supreme, hashtag AMC SSFSG. I got that written down, Big Supreme. Henry Armstrong, Kid Chocolate. Noted. Salute. Appreciate you. Big Dre, hashtag JBT. Azim Shabazz. Salute to everyone. And welcome to another episode of Cast Sports, The Box Historian. Today, Muhammad Ali versus the Legends. And you know what time it is. Because Monday through Friday, 2 p.m., it's The Box Historian, bringing you all of that boxing history. Boxing is the greatest sport of them all. That's why we love it. Can't get enough of it. Trump in the building. What's up, Trump? Well, as everyone today, right at the beginning of another big week of boxing history. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Had a good weekend of boxing. Triple G got it done. Got AJ out of there. What was it, the 5th round or something like that? Wow. Mike Mather ain't in here yet, but he called it. Triple G was gonna park him. Good to see Joe back in the building again. And I changed the matchups with the Legends show to Monday because I found myself working on it all weekend. I didn't have time to get another show ready for Monday, so no brainer. Make this show Monday. And it's got a new name. It's called Fantasy Matchups Monday. Okay? Fantasy Matchups Monday. And it's going to be Muhammad Ali versus the Legend. Okay? We're going to see him against the two Jacks from the 20s, Johnson and Dempsey. We're not going to see him against that big one that everybody's always talking about, Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, because I did Mike Tyson a couple weeks ago and we got that matchup then. So, but we got to get those other 3 big heavyweights from the 90s against Muhammad: Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, and Evander Holyfield. Yeah, Muhammad's going up against all 3 of them today. Teofilo, yeah, Big Supreme. I think he would have got him later, so in the 70s, early 80s, because Leon Spinks and Trevor Berbick beat that Muhammad. But 1964 to 67, Ali, no heavyweight in history beats that one. I'm just sorry. That's about 1967. They hadn't made the heavyweight that would beat that one yet. Mike Mazig in the building. I was just talking about you, Mike. You called it. You said Triple D was going to park him. And he did it. Yep. Mike was talking about that all last week, picking Triple D for the stoppage, and he got it. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Big Supreme. Later, me and Joe go back and forth for that one. I got Teofilo, late 70s, early 80s, because that Muhammad Ali already had signs of Parkinson's. Yeah, he had no business still in the ring, and Leon Spinks, Trevor Berbick beat it. I think Teofilo would have definitely got that one. But yeah, we got a big show today coming up for you. Fantasy Matchups Monday. We got Muhammad Ali this week. This would be like the 5th one. We had Floyd and Oscar, Iron Mike, and Marvelous Marvin Hagler last week. And this week we got the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Yep. Mike said he know his stuff. Yeah, you knew it. Definitely knew it on that one, Mike. No question about it. Because Triple D parked it. Yeah. We got 4 big cards coming up this week. We got 2 Friday and 2 Saturday. Yep. So boxing is stretching out on us, man. Yeah. And we can safely say that 2025, we had a big year in 2023. But 2024 has definitely surpassed it. With what we still got to come. We still got the light heavyweight showdown. That's October 12th, the day of our raffle. Bivol and better be Ed. I got Bivol in that one. I think Bivol will outbox him. Stay away from that power. He got the skills to do it. And we got the big heavyweight showdown coming up again, the rematch. Fury and Usyk. Not for undisputed this time. They stripped Usyk, and Triple D now has that IBF. Yep, that was on the line Saturday. The IBF that they stripped off of Usyk, yeah, that was on the line Saturday. And this is I'm part of that Fire JPT network. We got a fire lineup. Did Jay Hardcore come on this morning? I was searching for him around 8, but I couldn't find him. But it all starts with VVO Boxing TV, featuring Crush the Legend at 6:30 a.m. Jay Hardcore at 8 a.m. Ed McQueen and Cadmus Corner at 12 p.m. Breaking down boxing like nobody else can. Okay, Big Supreme said better BF stop Bivol. That's a lot of people. That's thanking Big Supreme. I got it the other way. I got the decision for Bivol in that one. Yeah. Yeah. But the good thing about it, we are getting it, And 2 o'clock is Cash Sports The Box Story, bringing you all of that boxing history. Just Do Boxing at 4 p.m., bringing you that unbiased, balanced boxing talk. You get everything in boxing today, and you get it right. I don't know how he got that name. He got the perfect name, Just Do Boxing, because everybody gets their Just Do over there. Then at 8 p.m., it's BVO Boxing TV. He has a couple of very knowledgeable boxing guys in there with him. D Free, Prize Fighter. T Hill is in there a lot. T Hill is everywhere. You might see a boxing podcast on the moon. T Hill is going to be on the panel, okay? Yeah. Thomas Hill will be there. Mike Rim in the building. What's up, Mike? Yeah, we doing the fantasy matchups Monday. Now, Mike, it's on Mondays now. Work on it all weekend. So why not make it Monday? I used to work on it all weekend and then try to squeeze another show in working on it Monday morning, but just make the fantasy matchups Monday. So that's how it's going to be done now. Yeah. Appreciate you, Big Supreme. Said, I don't think Pryor could compete with Hagler or Iran Barkley. Definitely not Hagler. I think Hagler would have definitely got the Hawk. Barkley, that would have been good. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do all of those guys. We got Canelo coming up next week against the legend. We're going to have Tank. I don't know if I can be, I'm going to try to be unbiased on that one. Because, I'm a huge Tank fan. Like I said, I would have Tank versus King Kong. Tank by knockout. But I'm going to do my best. Because it's a young man that's related to Calvin Ford. Asked me about the Tank. So, yeah, he asked me about Tank and Roberto Duran. So, we'll see what happens. Lightweight. Some great lightweights. Henry Armstrong. Henry was champion in 3 weight classes at the same time. Lightweight, welterweight, and it must have been featherweight. No, lightweight, welterweight, and featherweight. Yeah, because Henry went for middleweight and fought to a draw, controversial draw. They say he won that one. So at a time when there were only 8 weight classes, Henry was almost champion in 4 of them at the same time. And he was defending all those belts too. The great legendary Henry Armstrong. Number 3 on the Cash Sports all-time pound for pound list, Henry was, yeah. Yeah, 120, thank you, Big Supreme. 126, 135, and 147. Yeah, that was it. And went for one middleweight, Big Supreme, because we didn't have the tweeners then, the juniors and the supers. But Henry fought to a draw at middleweight. He was almost champion in half the weight divisions. We only had 8, remember? Bad man. And he was defending all of them too. Ain't that something, Big Supreme? He was defending all those titles simultaneously, man. That's unheard of nowadays, yeah. No juniors and supers, just 8 of them. And they said it was a controversial draw, yeah. Should have had that one too. Here's Just Do Boxing. What's up, Just Do Boxing? I'll talk you up. I was just talking about that balanced, unbiased boxing talk over there. Everybody get their Just Do. Coming up at 4 p.m. too. Part of that Fire JBT lineup. Monday through Thursday. Now Wednesdays, our fashion show comes on at 10 a.m. Remo at 10 a.m. And Fridays, J Hardcore has a Friday night hangout at 8. And buckle your seatbelts in that one because that is wild. That Friday night hangout. Got robbed one time. Pride versus Terry North. Yeah, that would be wild. I think Terry was kind of underrated. He don't get the credit he deserved for what he did in this game, man. Terry North. He had a brother too. What was his brother's name? Orlin North? Orlin? I think it was Orlin. Norris. Yeah, Terry's brother. He wasn't as good as Terry, but he was okay. Got in that squared circle and did his thing. Technique. What's up, Technique? We're gonna get started in about 5 or 10 minutes at 2:30. Anybody seen Lonnie yet? Lonnie Lee? I haven't seen Lonnie in a while now. He said I might have him blocked. I don't think so. But salute, Technique. Yeah, and when I do these fantasy matchups, I appreciate everybody's input in the chat because the show is necessarily not what have happened. That's just how I see it. But I would like to see what y'all think about these matchups too. I know Big Supreme gonna give me some thoughts on what he think about them. Yeah, and Joe Technique. Yep. Working schedule. What you mean, Tito? Oh, Lonnie Lee's working schedule. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Lonnie had been in every show I had ever done up to like about a week and a half ago. But yeah, work comes first. Like I said, we so wrapped up in this boxing. Sometimes you forget people got other lives other than this boxing. Yeah. Was Ariel versus Tank? That would be a good one. Edwin. Yeah. I could think of a whole bunch of good ones for Tank. They all would have to stay away from that one hitter quitter though, because how Tank can change a fight at any moment or end it. But we got some good matchups today. We got like I said, both Jacks from the 20s. Dempsey and Jack Dempsey and Jack Johnson. Of course, we got the Brown Bomber. Him and Ali is one of the big fantasy matchups along with Tyson. We don't have Mike because I did Mike a couple weeks ago, remember, and we did Muhammad and Mike then. We got Larry Holmes. Now we actually got that one, remember? But this one is going to be 1967 Ali against like 1978 Holmes because that Ali was shot. Like that against that Larry Holmes. And they had a common opponent. They fought in, they had no, not Larry. I was thinking about Muhammad and Evander Holyfield. Fought in different eras. They had a common opponent, Big George, remember? Of course, Ali fought prime Big George. Evander fought older Big George, but they had a common opponent. 2 different eras. Ain't that something? Big George. Yeah. He was legendary. And when he won his title, when he came back against Michael Moore in 94, it was almost 20 years to the day of the Rumble in the Jungle when he lost it to Ali. Almost the exact day, 74 and 94. I had the date, but I didn't write it down. I should have. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Larry and Ken was. Yeah, that was 78. Yeah, that was when the WBC had stripped Leon Spinks. Remember, he had beat Ali, and then the WBC wanted him to fight Norton, because Norton was the #1 contender. But Leon went for the rematch with Ali. Probably much more lucrative, So the WBA kept Leon as champion, but the WBC stripped him and gave it to Norton. And then Norton and Holmes had that slugfest, remember? Remember, we had 4 WBC champions in 4 months at that time. Ali started out, and then Leon beat Ali. Then the WBC stripped Leon and gave it to Norton. And then Holmes beat Norton. All that happened in a span of 4 months in 1978. Crazy time, man. Yeah. Then Ali beat Spinks to become the first man to win the heavyweight championship 3 times. I think Evander has won it like 4 times, I think. Yeah. Right, Joe? Didn't Evander win it 4 times? Only man to do that. Yeah, man, we got some big time boxing historians in here today, man. I love it. I know I'm going to get some good when I start these fantasy fights. This is going to be interesting. Let's get ready to get started. But first, let me tell you all about this fire raffle we got going on there. You can win some great prizes, okay? Now, JBT spokesperson is going to tell you about it. And it is a fire raffle, man. So, take it away, Big Dre.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad. with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Konichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
Okay, thank you, Big Dre. Big Dre does a great job with that. That's the JBT spokesperson there. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna get started with Fantasy Matchups Monday. Okay, that's what we call it now. It's gonna be done on Mondays from now on. Yeah, Cleveland Williams never. What if Cleveland Williams never got shot by the police? Yeah, Big Supreme. That was the Ali look. That was like that fight against Cleveland Williams. He was perfect. Yeah, that was wow. What was that? 66? I think 1966. Back there. Yeah. But yeah, the raffle is October 12th. We don't have long now. Get your tickets. Like Big Dre said, $10 will get you in, but you get 3 chances for $25 and 3 great prizes. 3 first place prizes, man. You know, Apple generation, 10th generation iPad, those Konichi Bear headphones, and the Ninja air fryer. Now, if I was in it and I won it, I would ask if I could pick a headphone. The Apple 10th generation iPad is a great prize, but I would want those headphones, man. You know. Yeah. Oh, let's look at the week. Then we're going to get started. Of course, today is Fantasy Matchups Monday. Muhammad Ali versus the Legend. Still working on tomorrow. But Wednesday is always the show board coming from out of the chat. It's from D Free this week. It's the most avoided fighters of all time, you know. Like those Murderers Row guys back in the 40s. Marvin Hagler, Winky Wright, Demetrius Andrade, yeah, some of the most avoided fighters of all time Wednesday. And then Thursday, the Boxing in the State series continues with Kentucky. Just a little history, going through every state in the United States, doing a little history, some other significant events that have occurred in that state over the years, and do a little brief profile on some boxers from that state. So it's Kentucky this week. And then Friday, we always end up with the profile, and it's the life and career of Juan Manuel Marquez, okay? One of the greatest Mexican fighters ever. I think he's underrated, man. You know, Juan Manuel. Right up there with Ricardo Lopez. 2 underrated Mexican fighters. You can make a good argument for either one of them being the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. You know, Juan Manuel Marquez, we're going to look into deep into his career Friday. Okay? That's the profile this week. But today, it's Muhammad Ali versus the Legend. Let's get ready to do it. Appreciate everybody that's rocking with me today. Hope you enjoy the show we got for you. Yeah. I've been working on this all weekend. I haven't even got anything for tomorrow yet. This was a Thomas Hill idea. I did one on Floyd. That was just going to be a one-time thing against like 20 fighters from different eras. And Thomas Hill was like, this was a fire showcase. You should make that a regular segment every week. So that's what I did, you know. I haven't called him yet. She helped me with this research, but I will. You know, because I called Thomas Hill for like ask him something for like a 2-minute question, and we end up on the phone for 2 hours. So we're gonna be on there eventually, getting these matchups together since it was his idea, right, T Hill? Okay. It's 229. Burley versus Moore versus Clay. Ali versus Burbick. No, yeah, okay. Burley versus Moore. Clay versus Ali versus Burbick versus Rockland. I suppose on and on. Yeah, so let's talk fashion in the building. What's up? Let's talk fashion. That's our fashion guy. The creator of is it fashion or is it fashion? Hopefully we're gonna get 2 of them this week. If we get another Let's Talk Fashion on Friday. I don't want to see no more Let's Talk Fashions without is it fashion or is it clashing? Damn it. Hashtag JBT. Yeah, we got a fashion show, a hangout, a box story, and 2 angry white men. Yeah, Fridays. We got the angry white men, D1 and William O. School of Rand. You know, on every Friday. Some more fire boxing talk. Jarrell Hattie. What's up, Jarrell? How are you today? We just get ready to get started with today's show. So let's go with today's show. Enough small talk. Let's talk fashion in here. Jarrell Hattie, salute. Okay. Appreciate everybody. I know I'm gonna get some good feedback today. I don't know where Al Booker is at. Let me see. Is that music okay? Or should I drop it a notch? Leave like this. Bill Knuckles will let me know. But it's okay. That's good. Okay. Now since and we're going to be talking about Muhammad Ali against fighters from different eras. But let's take a quick look at the era he actually fought in, the 70s, okay? Wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to take a quick look at the 70s. Called the golden era of the heavyweight. And a fire era overall, man, all weight classes. Majority of those guys that were champions in any weight class in the 70s is in the International Boxing Hall of Fame, man. Roberto Duran, Salvador Sanchez, Wilfredo Benitez, all of them. Esteban de Jesus and the trilogy with Duran. De Jesus was trained by Wilfred Benitez's father. Yeah. His name was Gregory Benitez. Mm-hmm. Sure was. Yeah. Let's take a quick look at the 70s. Okay. Now, the 1970s was the golden era of the heavyweight division in professional boxing. It was a great time for the heavyweight division and for the sport overall. And what made it so special was the caliber of fighters, the quality of the matchups, and the rivalries that resulted. One of the things that boxing lacks today is rivalry. In the 70s, there were 2 trilogies that intrigued fans and created a great deal of interest. They were Ali vs. Frazier and also Ali vs. Norton. Okay. Both trilogies were fierce and closely contested, with the first and third Ali Frazier fights considered to be 2 of the all-time great heavyweight fights. Number 3, that Thriller Manila is considered to be one of the greatest fights in boxing, period. Weight class, whatever weight class. And there was also Ali's dramatic comeback upset of George Foreman. Remember that one? The Rumble in the Jungle? Yep. And George Foreman was 40-0 at the time with 37 knockouts. Excuse me for a minute. Got my calculator. I'm crazy about knockout rates. Give me like 10 seconds. Go over here. Come back over there. Yeah, when Ali fought Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle, Foreman was 40-0 with 37 knockouts. And that's got to be over 90%. You know, that knockout rate is 92%. Okay? That's what Ali was going up against. And, you know, nobody gave Ali a chance, including me. You know, I was like, let him have the title, Ali. Well, you're going to get hurt, because Foreman was not just beating people, Foreman was destroying. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Salute. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more in the building. Muhammad Ali against the legends today, Bruce. Fantasy matchups Monday. We're going to be doing this on Mondays now. Let's look to Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Fire channel. That's where the Boxtorian goes to get his system. Over there with Bruce Gas. Okay, yeah, we just doing a brief little talk on the 70s, the era Ali actually fought in. Yeah, Foreman was 40-0 with 37 knockouts, a 92% knockout rate when Ali went up against him. And nobody gave him a chance, including me. You know, I wanted him to just let Foreman have the title. Technique says Muhammad dealt with George Foreman. The man was never going to beat Ali on that day. Yeah, Technique. And a lot of people didn't think. I didn't think that going in, but yeah, you are 100% right about that. Now, this fight was in 1974. Ali became only the second man in history to win the heavyweight title 2 times at that time. And there was also Foreman's. There was also Foreman's demolition of Joe Frazier, who won the title in 1973. In addition, there was the unforgettable 1976 slugfest between George Foreman and Ron Lyle, in which both fighters hit the canvas twice apiece. Later in the decade, Ali survived the atom bombs of Ernie Shavers. Okay? Yep. Ali was in there against some heavy hitters. And he lost his title to Leon Spinks in 78, only to regain it 7 months later in the rematch. Then he became the first man to ever win the heavyweight title 3 times. Also in 1978, Ken Norton and Larry Holmes had their slugfest. Remember that one? Yeah, the 70s was fire, man. Yeah, there's Ken Norton and Larry Holmes. They slugged it out for 15 rounds, with Holmes winning the title by a 1-point split decision. That fight was Ring Magazine's Fight of the Year, and round 15 was Ring Magazine's Round of the Year. The decade of the 70s was filled with excitement, drama, and surprises that only intrigued boxing fans, but not only intrigued boxing fans, but the general public as well. Yeah. Got the casuals, everybody's attention that 70s did, man. And it has not been matched before or since. I don't think it ever will be. Not in this lifetime. Okay, let's start these matchups now. No, we know about Muhammad Ali, but let's take a quick look at his career before we get started, the subject of this show. Let's take a quick look at Muhammad, okay? Okay. Now, Muhammad Ali, professional boxer and activist, he was nicknamed the greatest. He's regarded as one of the most significant sports fight figures of the 20th century, and is often regarded as the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time. Now, he held the heavyweight title from 1964 to 1967. He was the undisputed champion from 1974 to 1978, and the WBA and Ring Magazine heavyweight champion from 1978 to 1979, when he won it back from Leon. WBC had stripped Leon by the time Ali got it back. Okay. Now, in 1999, Ali was named Sportsman of the Century by Sports Illustrated. and the sports personality of the century by the BBC, right? He was an Olympic gold medalist in 1960. And Ali converted to Islam in 1964, and he formally changed his name to Muhammad Ali in 1967. They had a total of 61 fights during his professional career, winning 56, losing 5, and he had 37 of his wins came by way of knockout. And he was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990 in the inaugural class. And he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005. 2005. Okay, now we're going to start on these matchups. Okay, now the first matchup, fantasy matchup Monday, is Muhammad Ali versus the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. Here's Joe. Okay, Muhammad Ali versus Joe Louis. Now these are the greatest two heavyweight champions of all time, as far as I'm concerned, right? Now, Muhammad Ali was one of the most physically gifted fighters ever. He had blazing speed, tremendous footwork, and deceiving power. Ali moved around the ring like a welterweight and often dared opponents to hit him by placing his hands at his sides. Okay? His opponent in this matchup was just as sensational. Joe Louis was known as the Brown Bomber. He held the heavyweight title for 11 plus years and defended that title a record 25 consecutive times, right? In those 25, only 2 people went the distance with him. Louis won 66 fights with 52 wins coming by way of knockout. Now, as far as the fight, Ali would have a 1-inch reach advantage. So he would have a 1-inch advantage in height and 4 inches in reach over Joe Louis. And Ali would also carry the edge in speed. But Joe Louis was, without a doubt, the more dangerous puncher. Now, the fight would be hotly contested, with both men taking and landing some huge shots. But Ali's speed and chin would prove to be the difference. And he would outbox Louis and win a decision. Okay? We're keeping track. What is Ali? 1-0. 1 win, no losses for the greatest. Okay? Yeah, Ali would get a decision over Joe Louis. Good competitive fight, but clearly unanimously would be Ali. Okay? That's what I think. Let's see, this is just what I think. I need to know what y'all think in the chat because, you know, what I think don't make it right. But y'all think Ali would outbox Joe Louis to a competitive unanimous decision. Next, Muhammad Ali versus Jack Dempsey. Okay? Muhammad Ali versus Jack Dempsey, the Manasta Mauler. This is 1967 Muhammad Ali versus 1919 Jack Dempsey. Both men were at the peak of their powers in those years, those respective years. 1967 Ali, 1919 Dempsey. Now see a good long fight in this matchup. Both these fighters in many ways are similar, okay? They were both almost insanely addicted to the sport. And it's very difficult to beat a fighter like that, especially if he has talent. And Ali and Dempsey were both top level when it came to talent. Okay? Now both were fast, athletic, strong, had good reach, could take a punch. Both were the entire package. But Ali gets the nod. He was faster and had more range in his reach and movement, right? Had more range in his reach and movement. Now Ali would have to work extremely hard for this win because Dempsey would severely test him. No question about that. Jack would test him now. Dempsey was an exceptional two-handed puncher. His right hand was called iron. Yep, that's what it was called, iron. And he had the capability of changing fights or ending them with a single shot. Dempsey's chin was also as rugged as they come. But Dempsey normally competed between 185 and 195 pounds. And Ali had very underrated strength. He pushed George Foreman off him without a problem. And we know Big George was much stronger than 187-pound Jack Dempsey, right? So the size and strength advantage, 5 inches in reach, and the edge in boxing skills gives Ali the decision in a competitive and entertaining fight. We got another unanimous decision for Ali. Muhammad 2-0. Okay. 2-0 for Muhammad Ali. Okay. He's fighting some legends, so he might not go undefeated now. The next match fight on Fantasy Matchup Monday, Muhammad Ali versus The Rock. Rocky Marciano. That's Ali on the left, The Rock on the right. Okay, Ali versus Rocky Marciano. Now, according to The Rock himself, Ali would win this matchup. The Rocky said there were 3 boxers in his lifetime that would have been a bit too much for him. Okay, number 1, a young Joe Louis because of his hand speed and power. Secondly, Sonny Liston because of his technical excellence and pure brute strength. And number 3, Ali because of his pure speed. Okay? Now, Ali competed in a stacked era and had to fight many great fighters. Rocky's opponents were not as good overall, but still, he had some very good opponents. Okay, his resume wasn't good as Ali's, but he fought some. His resume wasn't bad neither. Okay, now I have Ali winning this matchup by a wide unanimous decision. Ali's nearly 1 foot reach advantage. Okay, 11 plus inches in reach for Ali. It's way too much, and he knows how dangerous Suzy Q is. Suzy Q was The Rock's right hand, and Ali knows how dangerous Suzy Q would be. So with that huge reach advantage and 6 inches in height, Ali stays away and outboxes The Rock. Ali would also have a 30-pound weight advantage. Now, though, a foot in reach, 6 inches in height, 30 pounds in weight, those are a lot of disadvantages to overcome for The Rock. And don't think Ali didn't have knockout power. Probably not enough to get The Rock out of there, but his knockout rate was around 60%. Also, The Rock is not going to be able to pull off one of his come from behind on the cards knockouts in this fight, like he did a few times. Ali is too good defensively. Plus, he's been in there with some harder hitters than The Rock. George Foreman, Ken Norton, Ernie Davis, Ron Lyle. And none of them could knock Ali out. Although, none of those fighters had the stamina level of The Rock. The Rock was hitting just as hard in round 15 as he was in round 1. But anyway, Ali by wide unanimous decision in this one. Okay? Excuse me for a minute. Yeah, Ali by wide unanimous decision in that one. So Ali is 3-0, right? Give me just 1 second, please. Yeah, 3-0 for Muhammad so far. But hey, don't think he gonna go undefeated now. Just off to a good start. But I got 4 fighters from this era. I got Fury, Usyk, Joshua, and Wilder he got to go up against, okay? Coming up, at the end. Always got to include some guys from the current era. But he's 3-0. Next will be Fantasy Matchup Monday. Muhammad Ali versus the Legends. And next is Muhammad Ali versus Larry Holmes. Now, like I said, we actually got this one. Okay. Ray Patterson, straight out of New Jersey. What's up, RP? How you doing today, bro? Good to see you. Muhammad Ali versus the Legends today, Ray. RP. 3-0 so far. He's beaten Joe Louis, Jack Dempsey, and The Rock, Rocky Marciano. But this is just what I think, man. I want to know what how people in the chat think these fights will go. Okay, now Muhammad Ali versus Larry Holmes. Okay. But like I was saying, this was a matchup we actually got to see. Although it probably would have been better for boxing and boxing fans if this fight had not happened, right? The 38-year-old Ali was clearly shot. Coming into this fight, he hadn't even fought in over 2 years, right? And the 30-year-old Larry Holmes had clearly taken over the heavyweight division at that point, right? The fight against Ali was number 8 of Holmes' 19 straight successful title defense. But today, we're going to take a look at 1967 Ali versus 1978 Holmes, when both fighters were doing some of their best work in their careers. Okay? 67 Ali against 78 Holmes. Now, everyone has seen Ali and knows why he was called the greatest. You know, Ali was an outstanding heavyweight in an era of outstanding heavyweight. But he wasn't unbeatable. Nobody is, right? And he had his flaws. But Ali had speed, power, incredible skill, a chin, and he was determined and driven to win at all costs. Now, Holmes never reached the incredible heights that Ali did, or Holmes didn't have the flashy style of Ali. But Holmes was a great professional in his own right? Who reached the top level of the sport, even though he started boxing later than most. Holmes used his strength very well. He was 6'3" tall, had a long 81-inch reach, right? And the Eastern Assassin used his legendary jab incredibly effectively to dictate tempo, maybe better than any heavyweight in history, even Ali. Okay, even Ali. Now, Holmes wasn't terribly popular during his career, and I think he's still underrated to this day. Holmes was also not unbeatable, of course, but he didn't start losing until 1985 when he was into his mid-30s. So who would win today's matchup between Ali and Holmes? The prime Larry Holmes had the style and skills to give the brash and incredibly confident prime Muhammad Ali an L, especially considering a young Holmes had worked and sparred with Ali and likely knew some of the tricks Ali tried to pull on opponents caused him to make mistakes, okay? But again, Ali was too good, too skilled. He was just a level above Holmes. And the majority of the rounds in this matchup would be highly contested, but at the same time, more of them would be clearly in Ali's favor. And down the stretch, using that incredible will to win, Ali would dig down deep, as he did so many times in big fights, and pull out a competitive decision win. Ali over Holmes by decision. Competitive unanimous decision again. So what is that? 4-0 so far. Where was I keeping track at? Okay. Yeah, 4-0 for Ali. So far. The greatest is 4-0 today. Let's move on. We got like 14 of them for you. 14 matchups for you today. Okay? So next, which will be number 5, is Al Booker ain't in here, but this is this boy here. Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant. There's Muhammad Ali and Jack. Muhammad Ali versus Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant. Okay? Is Jack going to give Ali his first L? Let's see. Now, Ali and Johnson are two of the best boxers of all time. They were also similar as historical figures who broke racial barriers. Also, both men had legal issues outside the ring. Johnson was arrested and convicted of transporting women across state lines for immoral purposes. Ali faced legal issues and also later became a historical figure for his stance against the Vietnam War. Now, as far as the matchup between Ali and Johnson, it would be an interesting matchup, but probably not very close. Johnson had a better grasp of the fundamentals than Ali, but that would not have been enough to beat Ali. Ali got away with things that would have never worked for any other heavyweight because he was that talented and athletic. Ali would use that superior athleticism to stay away from Johnson's punches while landing more and more of his own. Johnson would unlikely be able to knock out Ali, who lasted against, again, heavy hitters like Big George Foreman, Ernie Shavers, and Ron Lyle. Now, as Johnson weakened later in the fight, Ali would move inside and start landing more power shots. Ali would win by a wide, unanimous decision, or maybe a late stoppage. Johnson was stopped 6 times in his career. Okay? Yeah. Jack was stopped 6 times. So Ali would wide unanimous decision or a late stoppage. Okay? Let's move on. 5-0 for Ali. I'm not being biased. I'm explaining why I think it would win. Mike Masick. Oh, Mike Benahan. BN Boxing News is in the building. BN Boxing News, that's the greatest. Salute BN Boxing News. Another Fire JBT channel. And if you're not subscribed, get over there and subscribe. But don't go now because you'll get over there and start watching that Fire content and not come back. Wait till 4 o'clock and go subscribe to BN Boxing News. Salute BN Boxing News. Muhammad Ali against the Legends today. This is Fantasy Matchups Monday. Okay? Next, we're on number 6. Number 6 is Evander Holyfield. Well, yeah, man. There's Evander Holyfield. Yeah. Evander Holyfield is number 6. Okay, we move closer, moving up toward this era. Now, I got 4 from this era, too. I got Fury, Usyk, Wilder, and AJ of this era. Okay? Evander Holyfield. Now, it's always hard to go against Ali. And he would win this matchup by decision. This might be one of the only times Holyfield would fight someone with a bigger heart, right? And guess what? They fought in different eras, but they did have a common opponent in Big George Foreman. You know, despite fighting in different eras. Yeah, both fought Big George. Now, of course, Ali was older and Foreman was in his prime when him and Ali fought, while Holyfield fought an older Foreman. Okay? Holyfield was an incredible fighter, but he lost against Bo and Mora in his prime, while Ali never lost in his prime, okay? I have Ali winning this one because of his blistering hand speed, incredible endurance, and rock-solid chin. He would win fairly comfortable on points because I can't really see Prime Ali stopping Prime Holyfield. As always, Evander will put up a stern resistance and give almost as good as he gets early. But as the rounds go past, Ali would just be too fast, elusive, and tactical for the real deal, Holyfield. Now, Holyfield's tenacity and ability to fight on the inside could pose problems for Ali. And if Holyfield could close the distance and land body shots or hooks, he could wear Ali down over the course of the fight. But the way I see it playing out is Ali keeping the fight at range, using speed, escapability, and ring generalship. Ali by comfortable, unanimous decision over the real deal. Okay? Another one for Ali. That's 6-0. You know, I'm keeping track today. Ali is 6-0 so far. But we still got 8 more. I got 14 of them, so He ain't saying he's gonna go undefeated. But it's 3 o'clock. Let's take a quick break, okay? See what our spokesperson, Big Dre, is talking about. Okay? Quick break. First, get that out the way, kid. In this technology, quick breaky break.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle, our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
Okay, where were we? Evander Holyfield? Right? There we go. Yeah. Great raffle. $10 will get you in, block of 25. The join is October 12th. You still got a few weeks to go. Okay? And on the day of the raffle, the JBT shows we will be doing a joint show. That's when the drawing will be done. Okay? So get your tickets. What's up, James Brody? How are you? Good to see you, James. James, my friend James Brody in the building. Always good to see James. Muhammad Ali against the Legends today, James. Welcome. Gonna be done on Mondays now. Fantasy matchups Monday. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Evander Holyfield was last. Muhammad Ali is 6-0. We got 8 more though. So if he take a L, maybe one of these current active heavyweights, Fury, Usyk, Joshua, Wilder, will give him that L because we got all of them. But next is Riddick Bowe. Muhammad Ali versus Riddick Bowe. There's Riddick on the right. James said, good afternoon. Brother Holyfield would be a tough fight. Ali in his prime. Who you think would win it, James? I got Ali by this comfortable unanimous decision. Riddick Bowe. Okay. Now this is a really interesting matchup here. It's pre-suspension 1966 Ali versus 1992 Riddick Bowe. Now, lack of discipline had a negative effect on Riddick Bowe's prime, but he was at the top of his game against Evander Holyfield. That's the Bowe in this matchup from Evander Holyfield 1. I think that was 1992, right? Now, Bowe had an outstanding inside game, and because of his great 81-inch reach, it was hard to find a good range to fight him from, right? Now, fight Bowe at distance, and he would 1-2 your head off. Fight Bowe close in, and he would uppercut you at will, right? Hard to find a good range because of that long 81-inch reach he had. What's up, BBO? Boxing TV. Ali would beat Big Daddy to death. Salute, BBO. Yeah, Bowe had a long 81-inch reach. It made it difficult finding a good range to fight Bowe at because of that. You know, but he's going up against Muhammad Ali, the best heavyweight of all time. Okay. Ali was faster, smarter, and tougher than Bowe. And big rangy fighters like Bo didn't give Ali too many problems. Just look at how he dominated Ernie Terrell. Big Ernie, you know. Ernie was like 6'6", big guy. Ali just beat the brakes, like BVO said. He gonna do the Bo. That's what he did. Definitely did to Terrell, right? Beat him to death. Now against Bo, Ali would keep the fight on the outside and jab Riddick's head off before landing solid right hands. Now, one wild card will be Eddie Futch. He was Bo's trainer in 1992. He was also in Ken Norton's and Joe Frazier's corners when they beat Ali. Futch knew Ali very well and could come up with a game plan that could potentially neutralize Ali's advantages. That would help Bo to last 15 rounds, but it still would not be enough to get him to win Ali by unanimous decision. Eddie Futch would neutralize Ali a little because of what he was in there when Norton and Foreman beat him, but that wouldn't be enough to get Bo to win. It would probably get Bo to the judges' cards, but he would still lose. Okay. So Ali moves on. 7 fights, 7 wins. Okay. I can't find where I was keeping track at. But I know he got all 7 of them, so 7-0. Oh, that was 8. That was 7. Yeah, 7-0. We still got 6 more to go. He might take a L. Who knows? Let's see. The next one, Muhammad Ali versus Lennox Lewis. You know, Ali from heavyweights from different eras. There's Lennox. Okay, Muhammad Ali versus Lennox Lewis. Technique says Ali would destroy Bo. Ali is levels above that man. Yep, I got Ali by comfortable unanimous decision. How would Ali do against Lennox the Lion Lewis? Now, Lewis said himself he could not beat Muhammad Ali. Lewis had a size advantage. With his weak chin, he would have had to be careful not to allow Ali to get to him with repeated shots. Against Ali's speed, that would have been hard for Riddick to do. Now, except for punching power, Ali does everything else better than Lewis. And as long as he respects Lennox's power and avoids his signature right cross, Ali should be the clear winner. Okay? Clear winner on points, based on superior speed and movement. Now, a big difference between these two fighters is the manner in which they lost. At the highest level of boxing, anyone can beat anyone on any given day or night. And the way in which you lose is as important as the way in which you win. Ali was never knocked out, while Lewis was knocked out on 2 separate occasions by relatively modest opponents. These 2 knockout losses weigh heavily against Lennox and somewhat taints his legacy. Prime versus prime, Ali gets Lewis out of there between rounds 6 and 9. Knockout. First knockout of the day. Lennox Lewis. Okay? 8-0-1 knockout. 8-0-1 knockout of Lennox Lewis. Okay. Possibly would have got Jack Johnson out. Okay. In the late round. But definitely we get Lennox Lewis out of there. I think. Okay? Yeah. So let's go to the Klitschko brothers. Muhammad Ali versus the Klitschko brothers. Vitaly first. Let's Vitaly on the right? Vladimir on the left. I tell them by the hairline. I think Vitaly is the one that hairline goes back on the sides a little. Vladimir hairline goes straight across. That's how I tell them apart, yeah. Vladimir on the right, Vitaly on, wait a minute. Vitaly on the right, Vladimir on the left. Vitaly was the oldest. Yeah, I believe, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I go by the hairline. Is that a hell of a way to tell them apart? Joe says Ali and every other champ would struggle with the Bo of November 92. Yeah, that was a good bow now, Joe. But yeah, he would get to the cards against Ali. Ali would get him though. The only reason he would go the distance because of Eddie Futch over there in the corner, because he knew Ali very well. Okay. And he would have some things that Bo could do. That would work somewhat. But it wouldn't be enough to get him to win, I don't think. But appreciate you, Joe. Glad to see you back. Joe was gone for a minute. Joe says Bo was the biggest heavyweight next to Ali. Go look at the Golada rematch. He was willing to die. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he would still lose. Let's move on to Klitschko brothers. Appreciate you, Joe. Vitaly first. Vitaly Klitschko. Joe got Bo over Ali. Okay. Now Vitaly was slow and robotic by comparison to Ali. I can't see him laying a lot of leather on Ali. Ali boxing circles around him and wins a wide decision. Vitaly's size and power could be problematic if he could consistently pin Ali down, but Ali's legs would keep him away from harm against Vitaly as far as getting hit clean, right? Now, Vitaly was the more talented of the Klitschko brothers, I would say, never being counted out. Now, he was stopped because of a torn rotator cuff against Chris Bird and because of cuts against Lennox Lewis, remember? Now, Vitaly was durable and had the awkward European stiff boxing style. He was also huge with a long reach. This would enable Vitaly to go the distance, but not win, okay? Ali would dance around him, play with him, and basically jab him at will with his superior speed. Ali by unanimous decision. Unless Vitaly gets stopped on cuts, okay? Decision or Vitaly gets stopped on cuts, okay? Now, Vladimir, we got both Klitschko brothers. Yeah, if Vitaly don't get cut up, he'll make it the distance and lose on points. Next is Vladimir. Ace, what's up, Ace? I mean, Joe, excuse me. Joe says Ali. I don't know what I've seen Ace say. Yeah. Joe say I still see Ali be soft. But Bo would give him problems, though, Joe. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Bo would give him problems. And with Eddie Futch as his trainer, yeah. Bo would be a problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bo would be competitive. Eddie Futch would make a huge difference. He knew Ali. He had two fighters that beat Ali, remember? Norton and Joe and Smoking Joe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Vladimir Klitschko. We got both Klitschko brothers. Vladimir, I tell him by the hairline. Vladimir on the left. Yeah. Now, the Ali of 1964 to 67 would have been favored over any other heavyweight in history. Although there are some that would have been competitive with him. Vladimir Klitschko at any point in his career is not one of them. Even as good of a defensive fighter as Vladimir became, Ali would still be able to hit him. Ali probably had the fastest hands of any boxer who ever lived. And we should know what would happen. You know, when Ali tagged Vladimir, we saw plenty of times how China Chin, the younger Klitschko brother, was, remember? Or could be. You remember? A guy that gets beat up and stopped by Ross Purity and Corey Sanders, no matter how many adjustments they make after the losses, are not beating Muhammad Ali. You know, Corey Sanders and Ross Purity, come on, man. He got beat up and stopped by both of them. So, yeah. Even the 1970s Ali still wins against Klitschko. If fighters like Big George Foreman, again, if fighters like Big George Foreman, Joe Frazier couldn't knock Ali out, then Vladimir Klitschko is not going to do it. After Manila, when Ali himself said he came back an old man. Then the fight with Klitschko would become interesting. By that time, it took everything Ali had to beat Ernie Shavers in 1977, remember? Then Vladimir would actually have a chance. But he would still be susceptible to be getting hit. Prime versus Prime, Ali wins by stoppage in the middle round. Yeah, he stops Vladimir. Vladimir got stopped by Ross Perity and Chris Bird. Yeah, Ali stops him. Okay. That was number 10. 10-0, 2 stoppage, 2 knockouts for Ali. Okay. Another couple more. We up to the current heavyweights now. Yeah. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Alexander Usyk, Andy Joshua, AJ. And what is AJ's first name? Anthony Joshua coming up. James Brody said Chris had, he beat Vladimir. James, he beat Vladimir Klitschko. Mm-hmm. First from this era is going to be Fury. Muhammad Ali versus Tyson Fury. Let's see what I got on that one. Now, this is just what I think, man. You know, not necessarily what would definitely happen in these matchups. Just what I think. I appreciate y'all, like Joe, James. Appreciate y'all input, man, in the chat. Technique. Dude, that was good. Sorry, I was bugging it loud. Okay. Waste some on my paper. Damn. I'm glad I read that because that's my ink up. I had a tissue. There it is. Oh. Okay. Muhammad Ali versus Tyson Fury. Fantasy matchup Monday. Y'all like that name? Okay, Fury. Now this fight would be interesting. The first fighter to take Ali the distance as a professional was also the first fighter he faced over 200 pounds. 6'6", 225-pound journeyman, Duke Sabadon. Okay? I guess that's how you pronounce his name. I never heard of him before I read this earlier this weekend. But Duke Sabadon was the first person to take Ali the distance. 6'6", 225 pounds. Okay? Now, the other very tall fighter Ali faced, Ernie Shavers, 6'6", 212.5 pounds, nowhere near Fury's height or weight. The heaviest fighter Ali faced was the inactive Buster Matthews. Now, Ali did beat some great punchers, Liston, Foreman, Shavers, and Lau, as well as swarmers, Chuvalo and Frazier. Now, Ali struggled the most against technicians like Doug Jones, Ken Norton, and Jimmy Young. Tyson Fury has beat 2 great punchers, Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder, with Klitschko being by far more technical and Wilder the hardest puncher. Okay. Now Fury has beaten a strong swarmer, Derek Chisora, and Fury has struggled the most with technicians, and he was soundly beaten by Usyk, who has swift footwork, uses constant motion, and is a great combination puncher. That sound familiar? Now before the Usyk fight, we already knew Fury had trouble with smaller, faster fighters and patient fighters. Okay? That don't take his bait. So Prime Ali beats Fury by points. Okay? Yeah, Ali by points. Fury, with the way Usyk beat him, Ali would dance around that ring and pick him apart. But Fury would make it to the cards. Ali would beat him unanimously. Yeah, James says Ali would cut Fury up over 15 rounds. Okay. Next is Oleksandr Usyk. This is an interesting one here. Oleksandr Usyk. Here's Usyk. Muhammad Ali versus Oleksandr Usyk. 319. Just been on here 10 minutes. Damn. Now, Usyk would give Ali his toughest fight of all the currently active heavyweights. Okay? It would be a competitive fight between these two well-rounded technicians. Ali is known for his speed, agility, and exceptional footwork. He was a heavyweight champion who had a unique style, often using a rope-a-dope tactic, and was famous for his ability to outmaneuver opponents. Usyk competes in the heavyweight division currently. He is known for his technical proficiency, footwork, and high boxing IQ. He was an undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion, okay? Undisputed cruiserweight before moving up to heavyweight and becoming undisputed, okay? And continued to showcase his skills at heavyweight against top-level competition. The Usyk style is more methodical and relies on strategy, strategic movement, and precision. Now, factors to consider in this fight: era and training. The training methods and fight strategies have evolved over the decade. Ali's era had different styles, while Usyk benefits from modern training and nutrition. Oh, my handwriting got bad all of a sudden, man. Skill set, damn. Ali's speed and reach versus Usyk's technical ability and footwork could create a fascinating matchup. Conclusion: if Ali could leverage his speed and reach effectively, he would outpoint Usyk. But if Usyk could implement his strategic approach and avoid Ali's power, he could make this matchup very intriguing. But it's very difficult to pick against pre-suspension 1964-1967 Ali. So I got to go with him. But it would be a very interesting matchup with Usyk. Okay. Usyk would give him his toughest matchup of the current fight. What y'all think about that, man? Usyk and Ali. That was a hard one for me. It was getting late, man, because my handwriting was terrible on that, but I could hardly read it. Damn. Okay. It got better, I hope. Wow. Okay. Next is Anthony Joshua. AJ. Okay, there's AJ, who just got knocked out in the 5th round by Triple D. Mike Mazik called it. Mike Mazik said Triple D was going to park AJ this weekend, and he did. What you think about Usyk, James? James Brody? Usyk and Ali. Joe, Usyk and Ali. Technique. Muhammad Ali versus Anthony Joshua. Okay. Ali would make Anthony Joshua look like an amateur. The only reason Joshua could get in a boxing ring with prime Muhammad Ali is to carry his spit bucket. Okay? The only reason Anthony Joshua should get in a boxing ring with prime Muhammad Ali is to carry his spit bucket. In Ali's era, there were great heavyweights like Frazier and Foreman and others, who were also Olympic gold medalists and were an example of the competition Ali faced on a regular basis. These fighters also benefited from the great trainers of the time, who were great teachers as well as trainers. Angelo Dundee, Eddie Futch, the legendary Ray Arcel. Look at some film of Ali. Other than Usyk, Joshua has never faced anyone remotely similar to Ali. Okay? Once again, Ali's unmatched hand speed, foot speed, stamina, great chin, and incredible will to win would be too much for AJ to overcome. Ali by early knockout. Yeah. Knocks AJ out. Would make AJ look like an amateur, man. AJ, only reason, like I said, the only reason he should even be in the ring if Ali was in it would be to carry Ali's spit bucket, man. Okay? That's all. That's 3 knockouts. Finally, the last one. Then we're gonna get some link time today. I don't know how it's 3:25. Been on here 10 minutes, man. No way. It should be like 2:15. But Muhammad Ali versus Deontay Wilder. Okay? Appreciate everything. Melanin Queen 27 in the building. What's up, Melanin Queen? Good to see you today. And hardcore boxing news. Hashtag JBT in the building. It's fantasy matchups Monday. We're going to be doing these fantasy matchups on Monday from here on out. Because I work on them all weekend, I don't have time to get the Monday show together. So I said, no brainer, make the matchups Monday, right? Muhammad Ali versus the Legends today. This is the final one. Ali has fought 13 Legends, and he's 13-0 with 3 knockouts. And I'm not being biased. I've explained to everybody why he's winning these fights. But this is just what I think. And I appreciate the input in the chat, man. People like Joe and James Brody Technique. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Joe says AJ would have a nervous breakdown at the weigh-in. Ali would fuck his fragile head up. I see Joe agreed with me. Yeah, I said the only reason AJ should even be in the ring with Ali is to carry his spit bucket. Other than that, he should be sitting in the audience watching. You know? He should be Ali's spit bucket, man. The only reason I see AJ being around a boxing ring with Muhammad Ali in it. Triple D knocked him out this week, and I got Ali by early stoppage. But Ali is 13-0 to this point after 13 fights. Number 14 is Deontay Wilder. Then we're going to sum it up. Then we're going to get some late time. Muhammad Ali versus Deontay Wilder on Fantasy Matchups Monday, the final matchup. Now, Ali was scientific and in no way outdated. Mid-60s Ali beats anyone. He would knock out Wilder, who is big but not as powerful as Foreman or Ernie Shavers, both of whom Ali beat after his prime, okay? Beat them heavy hitters after his prime. So 1967 against Wilder, Wilder's going to sleep. This is exactly how the Ali-Wilder matchup would play out right here. Wilder would look like he's standing still. It's Ali, who was 6'3.5", but still at 6'5", according to George Foreman, in his shoes. It moved like a lightweight. Ali would pepper Wilder, and if Wilder hit him once, he would never hit him again. Meanwhile, Ali would close Wilder's eyes and tear up his face with his near misses. Finally, Ali would knock out Wilder in the middle rounds. Ali was too fast, too scientific, and too smart. He could adapt and would end up playing with Wilder, okay? My handwriting is bad. It was good earlier. This was late at night, though. Wow, I can barely read it. Wilder would leave that ring a thoroughly beaten fighter, okay? Let's sum it up. Then we're going to get some link time, okay? Let's sum this thing up. Land this plane. I appreciate everybody rocking with me today. Everybody hitting the like button. Yeah, Zeem says easily. Yeah, Joe put it on him, didn't he? Joe says, oh, I didn't read. Joe says, hardcore, I didn't meet Ali, but I was about 20 feet away from him once. He has a natural glow, almost like a spotlight or halo vibe about him. Okay, Joe. Y'all never got close to him. He did a exhibition at the old Civic Center in Baltimore. I wasn't there, but I was downtown that day because it was wild down there. Muhammad Ali was in town. I was down there, but I wasn't inside. So I was close to him. I was downtown when he was in downtown Baltimore. That was close. Yeah, okay, I was young too. I was about 12. Okay, summary. My handwriting got a little better, bear with me. No heavyweight in boxing history beats pre-suspension 1967 Muhammad Ali. During his career, Ali fought and beat 7 Hall of Famers, a murderous row of all-time greats in their prime, all of them in their prime. Big George Foreman, Smoking Joe Frazier, Ken Norton, Floyd Patterson, Ernie Shavers, Bob Foster, and Sonny Liston. No fighter other than, no fighter other than Muhammad Ali triumphed in so many iconic fights against such competition, except Sugar Ray Robinson. Ali's against all odds victory over Sonny Liston, the destruction of Floyd Patterson, the defeat of Ken Norton and Joe Frazier in their epic trilogies, and of course, the historic moment in Zaire in 1974 when Big George Foreman came crashing down. His victory against Cleveland Williams in 1966 was as close to perfect as any fighter has ever been. Ali seemed unstoppable, a lightning-fast 210-pound man who moved with the grace and elegance of a tiger, yet packed the hurtful power of a raging buffalo. Teddy Atlas said, "If you want the perfect fight, look at Ali and Cleveland Williams. Ali that night could have beaten any fighter who ever lived. It was simply sublime. And the fact is that because of his exile between, now listen to this, because of Ali's exile between 1967 and 1970, as great as he was, the best of the most supreme heavyweight to ever step into the squared circle may have actually never been seen." There you have it. Muhammad Ali versus the legend. I'm gonna drop the link in. Y'all can come up and tell me what y'all think about these fights. And we got like 30 minutes before the voice comes in here. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Hit the appreciation button. Oh yeah, the lights are looking beautiful. Let me get this link in here. But while the link is going in, let's listen to our spokesperson. Tell you all about this fire commercial, fire raffle we got coming up.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
You're in, okay? That's all you got to do. And you're in the raffle. 3 great prizes, man. You can't beat that. Apple 10th generation iPad, a Kaniki Bear headphones and Ninja air fryer. Okay? I mean, where you gonna get stuff like that for $10, man? Where? Let me know where, because I'm gonna go get all three of them as soon as I get off here if I can get them for $10. Anybody know? Let me know, please. I would go get all three of them today for $10. Or enhance your chances. Get the block of 3 for $25. You know? And you still got time because it's not until October the 12th, coming up in a few weeks. You know, the JBT channels will be doing a joint show together. It's the day of the Dmitry Bivol, Arthur Beterbiev light heavyweight showdown, as a matter of fact. Yeah. That's the day the drawing is going to be. Yeah. And 3 winners will be announced. Maybe one. The same person get that block of 25. Your name can come out of there 3 times. So it could be one winner for all 3 prizes. Yeah. But I know who won't. Guess what? If you don't get in the thing, you won't win it. You got to play. You got to play to win. You know, you got to play to win. And you're helping out a good cause, the JBT organization, man. You know, you be seeing us on TV and everything. You can say, oh, I helped that organization out when they was young. We up there in the stars. But just get a ticket. You might win. But yeah. Before we send the prizes, I might have to pull those headphones for a couple days, and you know, I'm just kidding. Here's Thomas Hill. Hashtag JBT. What's up, Thomas Hill? Hashtag JBT.
Oh, another glorious day.
Say it again.
I said another glorious day on God.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're good. You was a little echoic, but you good now.
Yeah, now that was the radio. I turned that bad boy down a little bit.
I see you on the road. Were you heading to work or coming from work?
No. I won't be going to work until later on tonight.
Yeah. It's what, like 12 o'clock out there? 12:30?
Yeah, it's 12:37 right now.
Right. Yeah, 3:37.
Right on time.
Yeah. You got on these matchups, man. I got all of you 14-0.
Yeah, well, you know, like I say, if we're talking prime Ali.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's a delineation between Ali's.
Yeah.
The Ali in the 70s, like the 80s.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big.
Yeah, that was the shell of him for himself. The Ali prior to the ban, in sentencing, that was a special fighter. That man right there, he had everything.
Right.
Like he had punch resistance, he had a chin, he had footwork, amazing footwork. He had power, speed, size, reach. Everything you would want in a fighter, he had. But more than anything, he had that will. Like his will was
to win,
second to none. Like
100%.
In every fight, he felt like he was the better man.
That's right.
Even when he wasn't at his best, when people forget, like he didn't fight Frazier before he went to jail. He fought Frazier after he went to jail.
Yeah,
that wasn't the same Ali.
No.
That Ali had lost a lot. He went to being like an A+. He went from being a special plus fighter, an S+ fighter, to an A++ fighter.
You're afraid you couldn't beat that Ali. But you know what? Like I said, we might not have actually seen the best of Ali.
No, because he had not yet peaked out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was still young, but he just was. He was a phenom. Like he was something that was beyond his years. And you know, you have to credit the fact that even when he came back, he was still a threat. He still was dangerous, and he still was every bit the champ that he was. He just wasn't the same fighter like he was before.
That Ali was still better than a lot of people that was out there.
Yeah. much better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
And what he had was a champion spirit, so that never diminished. Like it's just,
never.
you know, they're championship spirits, championship habits, and then there's like ability. Now that ability maximizes the spirit, the fight, the will, the habits that you have, because now you got something that separates you from everyone else.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to when he got incarcerated and then, you know, banned, you know, it was because he wouldn't take that dive, bro. They wanted him to take that dive.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, that's what they got him for. They wanted him to take the dive. He refused to take the dive. I don't know if people are aware of it, but the Bumpy Johnson story on the King of Harlem, that chronicles the fact that, you know, they wanted him to take that dive.
Yeah.
Ali refused. He said, "Nah, we're not taking no dives here."
No, Ali wasn't going to do that. That wasn't in it. You know.
Yeah, that wasn't in his cards, man. He was like, "Nah, man. If he gonna beat me, he got to earn it."
You got to earn it, right?
And because of that, you know, hey, they tried to take his career.
Yeah.
But now being the champ that he is, he came back and reclaimed his spot.
Got his titles back.
So
twice.
I mean, to me, like I said, the prime Ali, I have a hard time for anybody beating him because of just what he had.
Yeah. That's 100% correct. I'll say prime was, I'd say 1967, because, you know, if he'd have fought through those 3 years, prime might have been later, but since he missed those 3 years, I always say 1967 because he had fell off.
Well, you get those 3 years back, then you don't know how special those next years after it are.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's hard to be away from something.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether or not he was fighting in the system. I know there are often times where fighters do fight in the system, but I don't know if he fought in the system.
I don't think
Given
so.
his mindset, I don't think he wanted to fight because he felt like they took.
He couldn't get a license anywhere, you know, in the United States. They
well, you know,
shut him down,
you do know, or you are aware, because hell, you deal with it. These people just use the prison system to get slavery free again. That's all it is, and they make money off of people going to jail. They make mega money off of people going to jail. Yeah.
It's big business.
It's real big business.
People are
not fully aware of how big a business the prison systems are. However, you know, there are ways around it if they would, but because it was such a chasm of my Ali, and they were such against him, nobody was going to participate in that because they felt like, first and foremost, he was an anti-patriot, but also, like I said, he didn't take that dive. Not taking that dive really put them, it spent the will against them. So they were trying to take him out by any means necessary. But like I said, man, I mean, Ali going against any fighter, the fights would be good because you're talking about another immense talent. But like I say, Prime Ali was different than the Ali that many people got to see. A lot of his greatest fights were not Prime Ali. They were Ali after he went to prison.
He was still good enough to win them.
Yeah, he was still good enough to win them, but, you know, he lost that specialness of him.
And a lot of stuff, what a lot of people miss is the era he was doing all this in was the greatest of heavyweights ever. You know,
yeah.
Was so special in was the best. You know, you had other Hall of Fame heavyweights, man, like Foreman, Frazier, Holmes, Lau, Norton. Go on and on and on. Jimmy Young, you know, that's where people miss how good those other guys were, man. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I want to say a special shout out to Melanin Queen. I gave her a joke yesterday, and some people ran with it. You know, she's always quick to acknowledge me. I acknowledged her first, and she never saw it, I don't think, and probably didn't even know I was in there. So I just made a joke, and people ran with it, like Jesse Owens. But you know,
That only clear the
Nevertheless,
knowledge.
much love for Melanin Queen 27, aka Miss Sarah Whitley. But yeah, man, I mean, we could run over the fights if you like, man. You can pick which fight you want to discuss. We can discuss it. But I agree with you. Prime Ali, I don't see anyone beating Prime Ali. I'm sorry. Not Prime. Prime versus Prime. Prime versus Prime. I got Ali. Ali. And I got Ali by frustration. I think more than anything, he flustered his opponents. And on top of that, he had this machismo in the ring that even if you were a bigger fighter, he made you feel like you were smaller. So because of that, you tried to show him your dominance. I mean, that's the only reason why he was able to beat Foreman.
Yeah.
Is because he was able to crack his noodle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get inside his head
he had him totally out of his game by the time the fight started. Foreman he had beat him mentally, man. Foreman was
and
so
on top
mad,
of that,
you know.
Yeah, on top of that too, the mental defeat that he had beat him, he had him over there putting everything he had in every shot he threw.
Every shot he took, man. Yeah.
So every shot he threw, he loaded up like I'm gonna unalive you.
Foreman said after the fight, he said, I wasn't trying to beat him, I was trying to kill him in there, man.
Yeah. No doubt. But that's what Ali would do to certain fighters. See, the dude was absolutely genius. He knew who he was going against. He knew, man, if I got this dude fighting at his best, it's gonna be a hard ass fight. And I'm not trying to make it that difficult.
That's right.
But the thing also too, with him trying to throw every shot and killing him, unaliving him, you know, he wore himself out. But also, when he was able to withstand some of them shots, it now starts to break down because, like, I hit everybody else with these shots and they drop. What is this dude doing that he's staying up?
What's up, Jay?
Like, why? And why is he constantly? Hey, there you go, right there. That's the man right there.
Good. Finish your thought there, T. I
was just gonna say he's tucking tuckering everything he got into a shot. So and you can hear him going,
you sure could.
When he's throwing shots. And they're like tiring him out, but he's also hitting him, and they're not having the effect they normally have on opponents. So now he's like, yo, what's going on with this dude? Like, I'm hitting him with dynamite, and he's still standing up. And not only is he standing up, he talking to me and telling me, that's all you got? You hit like a baby. And all that other stuff. Like, so you pissed off. You now getting tired. You done smacked him with all kind of good shots, and he over there talking junk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely became counterproductive to him. So, you know, it had a great impact on him. It changed the course of the fight. And people don't realize that chin, that punch resistance, that resolve, and that power, man. You know, he hit him with some shots that didn't look hard. But if you look at George Foreman's body, it vibrated. Like Tank sometimes throw punches don't seem hard, but you can see the effect it has on his opponent's body.
But you got to consider Ali's defense too. A lot of them shots, he wasn't taking them flush. He knew how to take shots.
Yeah. But some of them he did though.
Yeah, some of them.
George, you saw how he had Frazier doing the Watusi when he hit him. But anyway, I done talked enough. We got the good brother Jay Hardcore on here. We're gonna ask you.
Hey man, I'm just kicked back and enjoying the show, man. I've been a mighty boy, a peekaboo shorty for a minute. You know what I mean? I love it, man. Anytime y'all talking about Ali, man, I'm all the way in, man, because that's my guy. That's who I first cut my teeth on to get into boxing. You know what I mean? I met him. You know what I mean? And just watching the type of person he was, a humanitarian, and, you know, a guy that, you know, sacrificed his prime to stand for something he believed in. You know what I'm saying? You know,
never wavered.
He could have easily just, you know, bowed down and grabbed the money.
That's right.
But he was like, no, I'm standing for something. You know what I'm saying? And that right there showed me so much about him, man. You know, that let you know that it wasn't about the money for him. You know what I mean? He really believed in what he felt, You know what I'm saying? And that legendary statement that he made about how no Viet Cong has ever called me ninja or
That's
whatever.
right.
You know what I'm saying? He said, "You are my opposers." You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about the American government. You dig? And they did him so bad they cut him from his knees, man. So he wasn't allowed to
nowhere.
To make money. You know, that's just horrible. Where they just stopped him for being able to take care of his family, just to come back to say, you know what, we were wrong. You know, but never compensated him for their wrongness. You know what I'm saying? So the humanitarian that he was, man, the amazing guy that he was, and I was so happy that God lent him to us for the time that he did, man, and that we were able to witness his greatness. You know, it was just truly amazing, man. And watching the fights that he had, like I said, the first one I watched was Ali and Norton 3. You know what I'm saying? Which was an amazing fight, man. But the fight when he fought George Foreman, man, I mean, I remember watching that and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know,
I was scared for him.
Wow. And everybody else was, man. I mean, come on now. You got people in Africa telling Foreman, Ali Abumai, Ali kill him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's so heavy, man. Foreman was so freaked out. He wanted to leave, man. You know, but they made sure that he never left. You know what I mean? See, Ali was the type of guy that was going to beat you psychologically first. You know what I mean? And then get in the ring and finish up on it, man. But he's working on your mental the whole time of that 8-week camp. You know what I'm saying? He's saying things, he's doing things, man. He's making sure that he's getting in the news columns and he's saying things. And then he's getting the fans in as well to come right with him to go against you as well, man. You know what I'm saying? So you're really feeling like left out Lamont when you fighting Ali for the simple fact, man. He has really got everybody against you, man. So he definitely knew how to play that psychological game, man. And Mayweather did the same thing. In another way. In another way. He didn't do it like how Ali did it. But yeah, Ali was great, man. And it was, like I said, it was definitely a pleasure, man, to be able to behold the greatness that he was, man.
That's right.
Hey, I can't disagree with not one word you said. Actually, you lend much levity to the whole aura, but not only the aura and the mystique, but the actual reality of Ali. Like, to stand for something, even if it cost you a great deal, shows you the type of person that's willing to get in that ring and fight and risk it all to try to be triumphant or stand on what he believes. He believes he the best. Well, he gonna go in that ring and he gonna show you why he the best. Don't matter who that opponent is across. And you know what I'm saying? It shows that there's no fear in this man. Because to some degree, people will fear the outcome more so than, the concept. They will feel the consequence more so than the actual circumstance. Ali did, and it helped him. And I agree with you when you say that he beat people in the ring before he even got in the ring, and that Mayweather, to a certain extent, did the same thing. I mean, one of the things that they did, and one of the things that Ali, more so than Mayweather, they showed up to wherever the person was. If they're having a workout, I'm showing up to the workout. and I'm calling, and that's why I'm saying, like, back in the days when you really wanted to fight somebody, you let it be known. Yeah, they let it be known. Right. They showed up.
Yeah, because they really wanted to know who was the best, man. All them guys, man. Yeah. It was about getting that do-re mi, but more than anything, I want to know if I could beat you, man. Ray wanted to know if he could beat Hearns. He wanted to know if he could beat Hagler. He wanted to know if he could beat Duran. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, a lot of these fighters, man, I think at this particular time, they have forgot that if you build it, they will come, man. If you fight the fights that the people want, the people going to get behind and pay for those fights, man. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is fight, man. But these days, man, they want to put the horse, the cart before the horse, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it is prize fighting. But I guarantee you, if them guys that talk all that smack to each other on Twitter actually make it happen in prime time and not afterwards, people gonna pay. People pay for Ryan and Tank. You know what I'm saying? And people will pay for the rest of these fights, but these fighters gotta fight, man. They definitely gotta fight, man. You gotta fight. And them guys back in my day, I don't want to say my day was better than y'all's, because, you know, you got some of these young guys out here, man, that feel though that, you know, we bashing the news, but the new people, but we're not. We know what we witnessed, man. We know the greatness, and we know what we seen. We knew the level and how these guys really took their craft serious. You know, like last night we were on the Old Timer show, and we were talking about the heavyweights of back in the day opposed to the heavyweights now. And them heavyweights now, man, could not even stand up nowhere near to the heavyweights back then, man. Them heavyweights back then could not just fight, they could box.
That's right.
You know, so
in the conditioning, you know, they was in shape.
Right. They doing 15.
Yeah. Definitely conditioning was a big
sport, you know.
And they ran. They were going running. You know what I mean? They was in these streets running, man. They ain't wearing on no treadmill or none of that, man. You know,
kids running around the gym.
But I tell you what, I think that guy Bacoli is a throwback. Yeah, that's a mountain of a man, Jack. And I feel though that if they turn him loose, man, he gonna terrorize the heavyweight division.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him again, man.
Yeah. If he can overcome the lights and all that good stuff, he's gonna be amazing, man. You know.
Yeah, I agree. They're trying to throw him in that ring with Wilder. I don't know if Wilder really take that challenge.
He'll hurt.
I think he would beat Wilder right now, man.
Yeah, he'll hurt Wilder. Man.
Yeah, right now, Wilder. I don't know where his mind is.
If I was to do anything, if they just trying to make some bread real quick and cash out, just do Wilder and Joshua now and get it over. People will still pay it. People will still pay it.
People will still pay for that.
Right.
Yeah,
they'll still pay it. You know,
just to say we had it. You know.
Yeah. They'll still do it, man. They both coming off a loss. It's a fight.
This would be the time to do it.
We've been wanting to watch. Yeah. They'll hype it up. They'll send it through the hype train and everything, and people will pay for it.
Be like both of them backs against the wall. They coming off losses. This is the time to do it. I would buy it too.
They'll make it a crossroad fight.
That's right. Yeah.
You know who's gonna go up, who's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Make it a crossroad fight. You know what I'm saying? And the winner mess around and get an interim belt, some dumb stuff like they always. They always find a belt somewhere.
Yeah. When they get in line for another shot, you know.
Right.
The loser would be pretty much done. Not really. Not if it's Joshua. Joshua still got room to take another loss.
Yeah, I think that Joshua, a lot depends also on like how he responds to this Triple G fight. I mean, if he does what Devin did, essentially, because let's make no mistake about it. I mean, that was a whooping that we witnessed right there. I mean, Joshua definitely got a shot in here or two. There, buzzed him a couple of times, but it was like he had took way too many drinks in that fight.
Oh, it was whole fight long. Yeah, I don't think Triple D at any point of that fight didn't think he was going to whip Joshua. He came in that ring. You could tell he came in to whip Joshua. He was on his front foot, man. The jab was immaculate, man. That jab was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Joshua couldn't get out the way from it. He couldn't get out the way of that jab.
That was about the best I've seen Triple D, man.
Yeah. And I think it plays a lot to him winning and him establishing confidence. You got to keep in mind, keep in mind, that guy's a young guy, man. When he first jumped on the scene, he was like 21 years old. So, so he was there to make the mistakes, man. You know what I'm saying? But he has been growing, you know what I mean? We remember he fought Joe Joyce, and Joyce got him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't even go backwards on that. For what? Who is Joe Joyce at this point? You know what I'm saying? I keep going forward.
Yeah, for him, I mean, it's got to be forward. I mean, his trajectory has been on an ascent.
He had the controversy against Usyk, remember?
Yeah, so like I said,
he would have called that right. You know?
I know. We did a breakdown on that, but like, still in all, in that fight, you could see Triple D doing things to Usyk that had him worried. And we're not gonna forget the belt line shot. Or it wasn't even belt line; it was above the belt. To tell you the truth, some of the glove hit the
We all ruled that as legal.
Really, he got him out of there.
That was legal.
You really looked at it.
That was legal, and I'll take that to the 13th round, man. I'll be right back at his body again, Jack. Because we see that off in the body. But what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think that? I'm sorry, Kaz, this might be off topic, but what do you think about Tyson and Usyk? You think Tyson can pull it off this time?
Yeah, I think so.
Me too.
Yeah, because he started out real good, man. Last fight.
He just didn't let his hands go last fight. And he didn't use it, and he didn't use his size.
And without the playing around and stuff, you know?
Right.
I think he starts out like that and takes that through the whole fight this time. I really do.
I will make it an ugly fight against Usyk.
Yeah. Then have a trilogy.
Yeah, he gotta, and you know, he gotta use that length. Gotta use that reach advantage.
He didn't use it at all last time. Didn't use the size.
When is UK gonna make Triple D a star?
No, that's
are they gonna love him like they love Joshua? Is what I'm asking.
That's a great trust, because you could clearly see in that fight that he was not the one that they supported. He was not the one that they loved.
That's a wait and see thing there.
I wonder how they're gonna embrace him, man. You know?
Yeah, because he got the job done.
And he's known over here too. You know what I'm saying? You know, Joshua's the only thing Joshua's known for over here is crap in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
he never redeemed himself over here in the USA.
Right.
Yeah,
Triple D is more like
not the case with Triple D. You're absolutely correct with that. He's definitely earned the respect of the people this way.
Right, and when you look at him, you look like he a type of cat I would want to. If you seen that cat in that dark alley, man, I'm going for a big board. You know,
got that look.
Yeah, he got that look. He looked like he got that Huey Duck look, man. You know what I'm saying?
You better go for your gun or something.
Muscle bound, bald headed.
Right.
You know.
Ain't no hand to hand. You better go for your weapon
with a bat.
Ain't no hand to hand combat.
Nah. I'm definitely got the bat. I'll go old school, man. Prison style. I give me a combination lock and a belt.
Padlock, Eddie was something vicious. Man, when I looked at his back in that fight, I was like, goodness gracious, this dude. Yo. Both of them boys was in some shape.
Who is Triple D's trainer?
You know, I don't know that. I
don't know. I know he switched trainers.
Okay.
I'm pretty much sure somebody put it in the chat.
Yeah.
We got a smart chat.
Yeah, I know. JBT got very knowledgeable people.
Yes, we do. We're blessed. Yeah. We're truly blessed.
Oh, man, it's after 4 o'clock.
It is?
Man, yeah.
Wow.
I got to keep track of the time. We got to get ready to see what the voice is doing.
Yeah, we're going to slide on over there.
Did you come on this morning, Jay?
No, I had a doctor's
I was looking for you.
I put it in the chat yesterday at 2 p.m. that I was not going to be on, and if anybody wanted to fill in for me, please do.
Yeah.
D1 went on this morning.
Okay. That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
By itself, Old School wasn't with him. Oh, that's cool. That's what's
No,
up.
Old School came on a little bit later.
Okay.
And
That
being
was
in
good.
boxing news was on them, and also Tampa Tommy, because I was able to watch it from the doctor's office. So.
All right.
Yo, Joe said it was Don Charles. That's who his trainer is.
Okay.
See, I told you the chat gonna have it, man.
Yeah.
But Joe, I'm almost trying to petition Joe get that early bird pass for that old timers, man. That brother knows some fights.
Yeah, we tried to get him to come on Sunday, but he didn't come yet.
He said, he only 48 though. He only 48.
Okay. We still trying to get you, Cass.
Yeah, where you at, Cass? Yeah, what about that though?
I'll be there. Oh.
I haven't seen you nor William Old School on the
first one. I was on the first.
Yeah, you guys both were there at the beginning, but
it was Old School's idea. Remember, it was Old School's idea.
I let it be known. I always give Old School his credit.
Yeah, no, Jay always give him his credit. But ever since he didn't got the credit, I guess he felt like that was enough, and he don't want to get him.
Well, Wim don't come on because I don't do dots. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I don't do dots, so that's just what that is. So.
Well, I appreciate y'all. I love it on my 5-minute grace period now.
Time to mosey on over to the Just Do.
Right. Salute everybody. Great
appreciate
show,
Jay and Thomas Hill for coming out.
Yeah, great take, Jay. I appreciate that, man. You definitely.
Y'all take it easy,
put the
man.
carry on the top.
Jay, appreciate you.
Peace.
Thomas Hill. Appreciate you. Okay, everybody, that's it for today. Another good show. It's time for The Voice. But I'll be back tomorrow because if it's Monday through Friday at 2 p.m., it's the Box Story, bringing you all that boxing history. Just do boxing straight ahead. This is Cass Sports. Everybody have a great day.